You're seeing protests all around. And there's a difference between the protests, okay? There are the protests at the school boards with the parents protesting CRT and the gender stuff and the vaccine mandates and all the rest of it. And then there are the fake protests. There are the astroturfed protests, the court jester protests. That's what you saw at the big climate conference with Greta Thunberg. Greta Thunberg began her career as a climate activist when she was a teenager, 15, 16. She's now 18, so you're not hearing from Greta Thunberg as much anymore because the left is going to find some new child to exploit. It's not as interesting. It doesn't make as big a news story when they're exploiting an 18 or 19 or 20-year-old. Remember what happened to the gun kids. Remember the anti-gun kids. Now I even forget the guy's name. David Hogg, right? You don't hear from him anymore because when he was a little kid, he was 16, 17, when he was a minor, the left exploited him for their political purposes. Now that he's in college, he's no use to them, so he kind of goes away. So Greta Thunberg showed up to the climate conference and she gave her big rousing protest.
No more exploitation of people and nature and the planet. No more exploitation. No more blah, blah, blah. No more whatever the they're doing inside there. No more blah, blah, blah. No more blah, blah, blah. No more blah, blah, blah. No more blah, blah, blah.
So what's strange, people are talking about how this was vulgar and how this was incoherent and how this was a bad look for the climate activists out there. To me, this sounds just like all of the other left-wing protests. The blah, 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 blah. That's what they all sound like to me. I'm like a character in Peanuts, and the leftist protesters, they are the teacher. It's just mom, 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 mom. So when they literally say that, there's really not much of a difference in terms of what I am hearing. This Christmas season, deck the halls, walls, windows, and doors with the best deals of the year on the award-winning Ring alarm. I am sure that we all know about the Ring video doorbell by now. I've been talking about it for years and years and how incredible it is and how it makes everyone feel safe. Did you know that Ring makes an award-winning alarm? Ring Alarm is a powerful, affordable home security system that is so easy to install, even I can do it. Gives you that same peace of mind, that same high-tech technology that you get at the Ring video doorbell. It brings it to every corner of your house. So this Christmas season, do it. Deck the halls, the walls, the doors, the windows, every corner of your house with the best deals of the year on the award-winning Ring alarm. Go to ring.com/Knowles to get a great deal on a Ring alarm security kit today. This is something that gives me peace of mind, especially when I'm traveling, I'm away from home. It gives you peace of mind when you're in your house, when you're at the office, when you're on a beach. Makes a wonderful gift. Ring.com/Knowles. What is interesting about this to me is not that the protest kind of fell flat or that it's vulgar and the vulgarity is really not a good look or that it was incoherent because all they were saying is blah, blah, blah. It's that the whole thing was fake. The whole thing is fake. Who are Greta Thunberg and her followers protesting? Who are these leftist activists protesting? The leftists in the climate conference for the leftist issue that they all agree on? There's no protest. Everybody involved in this thing agrees. They all want to harp on the climate issue. They all want to use the climate issue to take away people's choices and way of life and traditions. So it's play acting. Okay? When parents show up to school boards and say, you've taken too much power, you're teaching my kids a bunch of crap, and we're going to kick you out and start educating our own kids. That's a legitimate threat to the regime. When environmentalists show up to the environmentalist conference and say the same things outside the conference that the people inside the conference are saying, that's not a threat. That actually bolsters the regime. It's the appearance of political opposition when in fact all of them are on the same team. I'm so glad that you liked that clip. I liked that clip too, darn it. If you want more of those clips, you can ring the bell. Subscribe. You will, I hope, get notifications. Probably, knowing these people, you probably won't. But you'll be more likely to get notifications. And you can go over to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, MySpace, Zanga, LiveJournal, wherever you get your audio podcasts. Subscribe to The Michael Knowles Show. We will see you next time.